GRP back in the house with
Larry Olubamiwo.
And me. Mr. L Rock, Billy Ray Valentine, Capricorn.
Yeah. And we're here as always as gym rats and actors giving you our perspective on everything entertainment.
That's
especially movies and TV. Sprinkling of sports now and then, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, without further ado, let's get on with the topics. And so the first one is Quentin Tarantino is in the news.
Okay.
Talking about no superhero films in his future. They all coming out with this bullshit, aren't they? You know what I mean? But anyway, let's see what he's got to say. This comes to us via Deadline, yeah? And it says, no capes for Quentin. The filmmaker is out promoting his new book, Cinema Speculation, and he's speculating on what his future holds, since he once said he only wanted to make 10 films. His Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was his 9th. So naturally, his conversation with the Los Angeles Times turned to the possibility of him taking the helm of one of the drivers of today's box office, the big budget superhero movie, a la the MCU or DC universe. You have to be a hired hand to do those things, Tarantino said, quickly dismissing the idea. I'm not an hired hand. I'm not looking for a job. He said the bombastic superhero movies have a similar chokehold on cinema as studio musicals once did in the 60s. Tarantino once mused about taking a superhero gig. He was once thinking of doing a Star Trek, but the idea faded.
Star Trek, you know.
That's not superhero, first off. But
Are you even going to put that in the same...
right.
Yeah.
Anyway. But anyway, so let me go first on this, because...
Go ahead.
Mr. Tarantino, as much as I love you as a filmmaker, you're kind of chatting shit here. Because if you remember, in fact, there was an interview not too long ago where Tarantino actually wanted to make a Luke Cage film, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And if you didn't know Quentin, he's a superhero.
That's right.
Right. So, you see what I'm saying? Like,
They all say that though.
They all say
Ridley Scott.
It pisses me off.
A couple of them.
Yeah, Scorsese. They're just.
But the
listen, if you don't like superhero films, that's cool. No problem. There's many genres that I don't like, but I don't feel the need to crap on them.
Yeah.
Other people like them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a place for them.
Yeah. Do you know? Just because I don't like them doesn't mean they're not worthy. Do you know what I mean? And I get where he's coming from in the sense that he's not a hired hand. He likes as we know from his films, he likes things done a certain way, his way, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you've seen that interview with him and with Jamie Foxx talking about how he came in to read for Django.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, don't do it like that. He's not cool. He's a slave. Like, obviously, he likes things done a certain way, right? Which is cool. And obviously, that wouldn't gel with Kevin Feige telling him, look, you need to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
It wouldn't gel. Cool. Yeah. Kevin Feige does give his directors a lot of leeway, but obviously, they have to hit certain
parameters. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And he wouldn't like that, Quentin Tarantino.
Can't be told.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, it doesn't mean you have to shit on them, because at the end of the day, you wanted to make a superhero film. So saying, all superhero films, la-di-da-di-da, you're capping now, bro. And I'm using that new term now, cap.
Stop the cap. I don't want to do superhero movies.
Yeah, you wanted...
Stop the cap.
You wanted, because you love the blaxploitation stuff, and it's very well known that you wanted to make a Luke Cage film. And you didn't.
No.
So, you know, saying superheroes, you don't want to do them, that's rubbish. You probably don't want to do an MCU, how it is now, superhero film.
Yeah.
I get that. But it's not like you didn't want to do a superhero film. Because I'm sure if they gave you Luke Cage now, you might have a little think about it.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that. Anyway, bro, what do you think?
Well, I think most of these guys need to just stay in their lane anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent coming up. And I think it's time for new blood. You know, the Ryan Cooglers and like it's their time.
Yeah.
It's their time.
Yeah.
Quentin's been around for time. He's shown us what he can do, you know, with his Kill Bills and his
Pulp
Fiction's like, don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic director.
Big time.
Absolutely brilliant in his lane. So stay in your lane. But yeah, like you said, you don't have to shit on other people's, what they love to do or what they love to see. You know what I mean? I'm not really a chick flick guy, but there's room for it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not going to say, I'm never going to be on a chick flick as an actor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say that. That's that's probably one of the last things I'd want to be in. A romantic comedy.
Yeah.
But never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never.
But
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. These people are in positions where they can just rubbish things off. Because I'm sure he gets scripts sent to him all the time.
Oh, well, he writes the scripts.
He writes the scripts.
So...
He can print his own money.
He's in high demand.
Right.
He's a director, filmmaker that's in high demand.
Yeah.
And quite rightly so.
And I like the way, to be fair, to his credit, I like the way he doesn't just churn out rubbish for the sake of it. He's very passionate about what he does. He's not, let me just do that.
Yeah.
That's a money spinner.
Yeah.
Like, it's very selective in what he does.
100%.
But other than that, stay in your lane. Don't talk about superheroes. You just talk about Pulp Fiction.
Especially when you wanted to make a superhero film. That's the part that gets me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You did want to do Luke Cage,
You did
bro.
want to do Luke Cage. And I don't know if you know, Luke Cage is a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah? So,
He's not just the black man in the hood.
That's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah? He's a superhero.
Because no black man's ever been bulletproof. The police have tried to check. And they realised they weren't. And they haven't stopped. So.
Yeah. But, should you want to do a Luke Cage film, just holler at your boy. You know what I mean?
We here at your service.
Yeah.
Mr. Tarantino. So just, let us know.
Exactly. But anyway, guys, what do you think about what Quentin Tarantino said about not doing superhero movies? And, guys who do superhero movies are hired guns, as they say, hired help. I personally don't. Look at the big directors that have done superhero movies as well.
Quality.
Exactly.
Quality. They're not nobodies.
Right.
You know.
Anyway, guys, leave your comments down below and let us know what you think, please.